Hi,
Hello.
I'm Corey, and this is my partner Matt.
I'm
We're-
Cam today.
You're what?
I'm Cam today. I'm wearing
Oh
a
yeah,
scarf.
this is Cameron.
Yeah.
He looks like he usually does with a scarf. uh,
We're here today with a video game, as the usual.
yes,
On Talking Sim. We don't do other
doing the
things
normal
here.
things with Talking Sim.
Yeah. No talking though. This is going to be silent. We have a lovely game. It is Her Story.
Yeah.
We both have a history with Her Story.
Wow,
Yeah.
we've both played this game.
Yes.
It came out in 2015.
Time keeps on.
Time
It
continues.
keeps on, yeah.
The magic march of time as a flat circle, slowly decaying our bodies.
Yeah.
So, I got some information for you, Matt.
Oh.
The Metacritic score for the PC version of this game is 86, with a user score of 6.0, whereas the iPhone iPad mobile version has a 91, and the user score is 6.2, as this is a fairly unique game, and people on, I guess, mobile devices appreciate that more.
Yeah.
This game was made by one person.
Is it the person on camera?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's not the person on camera. It is a person named Sam Barlow, who was a game designer at previous studios, and I think most famously worked on Silent Hill, the one for the Wii.
Homecoming?
It's
Or-
not Homecoming. Something. But there is a really good video, a Game Maker's Toolkit video on this from
Shattered
the-
Memories?
Shattered Memories.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Glenn
Thank you, chat.
Seto.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't play it, so I don't have any association with it, but apparently it's got some kind of similar interrogation, I guess, things happening in it. Like there's detectives or psychiatrists or something like that.
It has a psychological level to it
Mm.
where I think you make choices and it changes stuff in the game. Sure.
Yeah. In the review for Game Maker's Toolkit, Mark mentions it in contrast to Ace Attorney, where usually like the player has stuff figured out in advance of the plot,
Mm-hmm.
or L.A. Noire, where the player has very limited choices. And I call L.A. Noire the yelling game because there's like a button that just makes you yell at people, and I
you
feel
have
very
to.
uncomfortable.
Oh, you're uncomfortable with
I
that?
feel very uncomfortable playing that game.
Oh, fair. Fair. There are two types of people. The people who yell at every opportunity and the people who very much do not.
So, yeah, this is a game where we scrounge through a collection of about 271 videos.
Yes. Left corner, I guess?
Sure.
Yeah.
Left corner. And pull up the game audio.
Game audio. We'll do about that high.
There's very little audio. There's mostly just us typing and using an old computer noises. Or the hum of fluorescent lights.
Yeah. And I think a game of Go, maybe?
There's another game on the desktop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's start. Because you'll see what we talk about a little bit immediately.
Mhm.
The game takes place in a simulation of a 90s desktop and an old criminal interview database, but
Yeah.
only videos related to this one specific case.
Already we know there's murder.
Murder!
You are logged in auth_guest. So we're not actually police?
A police. We're not actually a police. This is all a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess we have a murder that we're interested in, but you can see the fluorescent lights reflected.
Yeah, over here on the screen.
Yeah. There's log off, readme.txt, really readme.txt, rubbish bin.
Blah, blah, blah.
I think this
Database contains footage from
Yeah.
homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth. Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
of course
Retrieve a
it's
clip
at
by typing in a word. On store click later reference, click add to session. So we've got the user session down here. We can also add tags to individual video clips that we do. And here's our friend SB, I guess. Here's the database I filed, a Freedom of Information form to get you guest access, so using FOIA. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos off the original tapes in 1999, and then Y2K thing hit and they got mothballed. No one has touched them since. Couldn't find the server with the detectives footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97, but I figured this would be enough. Take your time.
So this is, I guess, technically early noughts, like 2000s.
Well, the computer is, but I don't know if it's set in a different...
Like the
Is that the year? That's this year. That's this time. Wait,
Oh,
that's 4 o'clock. It's not 4 o'clock right now. Is it wrong? And that's wrong. I don't know what it is. I don't know when this game is set.
it's inauthentic now.
Ah, my immersion broken.
Yeah.
I think there's also a chat program, isn't there? DB checker. No, I
There's
guess
DB
not.
checker.
What is DB checker? Ah,
Oh, yes, this is your history, basically. Or your inventory?
of clips.
Yeah. Like, it updates throughout.
And you can see kind of your progress, checking all the clips,
Progress. I think I usually kept it open, just in the background.
just so you can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it's not super important here. This
So
is
do
a
you wanna-
low-pressure game.
Want to start with murder?
Why would I not?
All right.
Our last game was about murder.
So there's a series of interviews, and each term we search gives us 5 videos chronologically
Up
based
to
on
five.
up to 5. Yes, 5 max. So if you enter a term like let's see,
You only
there
get-
are technically more that
Yeah.
contain the word the,
Yeah.
but murder is more important.
Specificity will get you what you want. I guess
The I mean we've watched this. Have we played?
the I means that we haven't seen it yet. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
Like it's new.
So
Let's go for it.
game sound is a little overwhelming. How is the mix for us right now? We can knock
can
down the
lower
bleep
that a bit.
loops.
Is that good?
Well, we'll have to hear her.
Yeah. I'll watch it while she's playing.
I'll turn this up a little so I can hear the contrast. All right. So this is an 11-second clip.
Mm-hmm.
Date,
we can add
timestamps
tags
and
there, I
stuff
think.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Hmm.
A good first note. A good introduction. Our conflict here is murder. Now we know. If we bring up the history
The
thing,
database.
the database,
So that's
That's-
from there.
that's not the first one.
I'll leave that up there.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, they're not layered. Okay, okay, let's see. If I open them, I can cancel. Okay. Whatever.
Whatever. It's fine.
Go away.
Yeah.
Don't want it. So let's check out the second one.
Okay.
We're looking for terms to search for.
Yes. In terms of spoilers, I'd rather, for chat's purposes, we kind of develop our narrative in this session as if we didn't know anything.
Oh, for
if
sure.
that makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different branches and keywords that it's really easy to play the game that way.
Yeah.
To just be like, this is how a player would play from the start.
Yeah. And it's not, like, you saw the entire database there. There's not volumes.
271 videos, Matt.
It's very big for this Windows 95.
Okay, 12 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's me. But February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
So,
February.
February. Do we want to watch the rest of the murder clips or jump into February?
We also got Simon there.
Oh, yes, Simon.
Yeah. Yeah, we can keep going for what we have.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Okay, so Simon again.
It's developing that they're interrogating her about the murder now.
Yeah.
Not as a witness or a person of interest, but as the suspect.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now.
Just like a
You
guilty
have no
person.
murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
I think this is a very strong introduction to the game because you get the introduction to the conflict with the first clip there. And you get what seems like the resolution in the last clip we just watched.
Where she lawyers up.
Yeah. Just in this first screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, what happened?
And then there's something in between that leads, at least whoever is actually interviewing her, which we never really hear,
Yeah.
to actually charge her with something, potentially.
Yeah. I mean, the real miracle here is that in none of these clips does anyone talk over each other.
Yeah. They're also like fully transcribed, and that would be a huge pain. So Simon or February?
I mean, it's February right now. We can go with that.
February.
It also seems more specific.
Only one clip we haven't seen.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something. That's why I was speeding.
Speeding.
And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
Okay.
Just speeding?
Speeding, yeah. One more clip.
From the same session.
Mhm.
You can tell because her shirt is different in every different date.
Yeah.
You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
So now the game is like, haha, he went down this path.
Yeah.
You must be desperate.
I never took it that way.
Oh, yeah.
But that is totally a gotcha right there.
Like, that's a 5-second dead end right there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, desperate might be a good word.
Desperate? Okay, but I want to go back to Simon.
Yeah. I mean, if murder's involved, then desperate seems like a valid word to put in.
Ba-ba-da.
5 new clips.
Okay.
Simon Smith.
Smith.
He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
So I got the place he works, Ernst.
Is it Ernst?
Ernst.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that I was trying to remember. Is it Ernst? Ernest?
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. And border photo instead of spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome.
Rome.
It's the best one I have.
Maybe photo?
Maybe photo? Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. May as well go wide with terms, right?
Yeah.
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock.
The Rock.
It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan.
Peter and Susan.
There's
as
some
well.
other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with. And the barmaid they have in sometimes, Helen.
Helen.
Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
A lot from that clip.
Yeah, that's heavy. Is that us?
That's in the building.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Just water running.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games, Climb the Tower, Save the Princess, that kind of thing.
Thought it was a typewriter, but it's actually a computer.
Yeah.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident.
Accident?
Yeah. Immediately. Accident.
All right.
That gave
I
us-
want to add whichever one was the long one.
Simon is 6 foot. This was
Holiday. No, the next one.
Next one. The one with all the names.
Yeah, the one with all the names. I want to add to session.
it's the rocking.
Yeah.
So add that one to session. Yeah.
Boom. User tag. Names.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was Simon. So next is desperate. If we are going, do we want to just go down a list of terms that we've collected in order to build context, or to kind of fish for
Oddball ones.
lines, or do we want to focus on the major, like, nouns that are coming up? So, like, locations and other people that are involved.
I think, like, locations might be a good place to start.
So that's either Ernst's place or the Rock.
Yeah.
So let's go with Ernst.
The nice thing is none of these searches take very long.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
it's just the only clip where Ernst is mentioned.
okay. So the rock, I guess.
So that's good stuff.
3 more clips.
And from 3 different times.
Mm-hmm.
This one's long.
So it was Friday evening.
Friday.
We had
maybe.
an argument.
Argument.
He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the
Was
Saturday
Eric
afternoon.
down?
No. We don't know who Eric is.
Huh.
So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you.
Oh, so she came to us.
Parents haven't heard anything either.
Well, them. But yeah. Maybe parents as well.
Parents? Yeah.
Yeah. We're getting a list of names here.
We're getting a long list, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess the Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong.
Useless.
Yeah.
9
No.
seconds.
No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4
Plumber?
weeks ago.
Maybe.
Someone summoned you from the Rock.
So it's someone from the Rock, so maybe the plumber is important.
Yeah.
All right. So nothing really interesting there. Do we want to go through names?
Yeah, unless you have some oddball one off the
Yeah,
top
let's,
of your head.
let's try Desperate.
Desperate.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Smith,
Smith.
Simon's last name.
2 new ones.
My name is Hannah. Hannah.
Her name's Hannah.
It's
Hannah.
Hannah. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work for Merrick though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Gladstone?
Gladstone?
Oh, they've got her on a polygraph.
Huh.
7 seconds.
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
So that's weird.
Yeah, like she messed up or something.
Yeah, but we don't know what the question was, so we don't know what was messed up there.
Could we look up the polygraph test,
Polygraph?
maybe? Or a word related to
No,
it?
that's... No.
Might not be the right word for it.
Truth?
New one.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors, and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
There's a question from the chat, can you search by date? So that was like 0307? 94? Like that's the way it's printed on screen. Let's just go
No.
94. No.
No. I think you can...
Just check your query history, or
Anti-glare filter?
that just makes the screen normal.
Okay. I think you can only search words that were transcribed.
Yep. So we cannot divide the interviews by date.
I guess you did truth there.
Yeah.
Could you do like lies or
Lies?
false
Or false. Or
or
lies.
fake or something? 4 new ones.
So that one's got the polygraph in it, and it's same shirt, but it's in the middle of that. So it happened before she lawyered up,
Yeah.
potentially.
It happened in the middle of the interview.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday.
Birthday.
You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
And we know that that would show up later in Saturday if we search that.
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test.
Lie detector test.
So yeah, she just does that. She consents to that.
I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
Sure.
My name. That was the only question I failed. The lie detector works.
Okay, so her name that she failed earlier when she was like, oops, I got that wrong. That's true. Her name's not Hannah.
Or she flubbed the question, but her name might not be Hannah. Hannah. Which is a wrinkle into the story. So we have, it looked like at least 5 different shirts.
Yep.
So at least 5 different interviews. But
I'll add this one because it's kind of significant.
yeah.
Hannah. We've got vacation, we've got photos, Peter, Susan, Helen, Eric, Friday, Saturday, accident, parents, Gladstone, Hannah. So Hannah's pretty...
Did we look up Hannah?
I don't think so.
We could look up Hannah. 2 new ones there. She also mentioned with the name palindrome.
Yeah.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Eve.
Eve.
And tapping, finger tapping.
Finger tapping.
that's not transcribed, so we can't really search for that.
Yeah, unless they mention the word tapping later on.
Yeah.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence.
Florence.
When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help.
Okay.
I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary.
Diary?
Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
Oh, so we got a bit of a reflection there off the glass of like
A person.
a person with lipstick.
I only got a glimpse, so I didn't even notice. I know they were standing up straight.
Very straight, very looking directly into
Yeah.
the thing. Actually, if I move stuff around, you might get like some ghosty images of the mouth
Huh.
in there.
It's kind of creepy, actually.
It is really creepy. All right.
Okay, where do you want to go from that? Because apparently there's Eve, there's the diary, there's Florence.
I kind of want to watch this chunk of clips in order, because if a person was to look for Hannah, they would get all of these, right? And so this is probably like her saying her name, her saying, "Why are you talking about Eve?"
The lie
Her
detector.
failing the lie detector. What's this one? No, this is the one I typed
Renee.
Hannah.
That was the only question I failed.
That leads
The
from
lie
the
detector
lie
works.
detector. Yeah.
So she failed the lie detector, and then talking about
Florence.
being born at the same time. So do we want to search for twins?
Yep, that seems valid. Twins or twin.
Yeah.
4 new ones.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
Okay, well, that's a person.
Yeah. Alright, so she's shocked at being asked about twins for some reason.
So it's either something she doesn't know about, something she's
Or hiding.
hiding.
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
So those two are just the same.
Yeah.
And then this is her with white shirt, so we know that that's not Hannah. Or she's talking about Hannah as a different person.
Florence took me home with her.
Florence again.
Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
So Florence said that she was dead and then took her home.
Yes. If this is a true story, it seems to be the true story.
There were always princes and princesses. They
Fairy
were the
tales
special
again.
people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Divorce. I've also got Attic and Diana.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, Princess Diana's divorce? What?
Yes.
Yes, that's the bad thing that happened.
Around July of '94?
Apparently.
Now.
Huh.
Assuming I'm reading the day month correctly, because I'm Canadian, and we use all three.
Yeah. I think that's...
I think it's day, month, year. But we won't know unless we see a 12 or something in there.
Yeah.
Or a 30.
That was Princess Diana, drunk chauffeur, August 31st, 1997. That would have been the event
Yeah, so this is before
before that.
when she divorced Charles or whatever.
Yeah.
I think. I was a baby. I don't care.
I was pretty young, too.
My mom collected crap.
In general, just in general.
Like newspaper clippings and magazines and stuff about the accident. Yeah.
It
She
hit-
was deeply moved. She liked Diana a lot.
It hit a lot of people, like, real hard. And I'm just here as a child, like, okay, do your thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll watch Magic School Bus.
And be happy.
Yeah. Anyway, let's keep looking into this murder. Have we looked up Eve?
We have not. Because we learned about Eve through the lie detector test and Hannah.
Okay.
So this is the same part where she's tapping to herself and saying, Hannah, 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 why do you talk about Eve?
Having a bit of a breakdown.
Yeah. And then this is white shirt from the lie detector test.
The white shirt seems to be the last
I
one.
think it is.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid,
Okay.
and she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
So the last bit that we had with white shirt was her talking about how they knew they were princesses and special, and they had the poster of Princess Diana up. So the twins separated at birth, but they grew up as friends. So they've always known about each other.
Yeah, they could have been the twins, or one of them could have been deluded into that.
Yeah. But we don't know.
Yeah.
Yes. We'd fight.
Fight?
We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
So, hate and kill.
Hate and kill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those seem relevant. Yeah. Doesn't seem...
A police
Healthy.
station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
So that's the second time I think I've seen Portsmouth. So I'm
Yeah.
adding that.
Isn't that where they live?
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird, I thought you already had that one down.
No. The street name, Gladstone.
Hmm.
Alright. 6 seconds.
My mother called me Eve.
Okay. To the point.
Yep. Alright. I think we did look up Smith.
Probably. We can look it up quick.
It's just at the top of my list from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all done. There's a bunch of other people we could look up.
So let's start with Peter then.
Peter.
At least they all have different names. No, that's the
Peter
only
is
mention
not
of Peter.
important.
That's this clip from The Rock.
Yeah.
So Peter sucks. How about Susan? Susan also sucks.
Gotta get better friends, jeez.
Well, they just work at The Rock.
Yeah.
Helen.
One more.
That Helen.
Juicy.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Blonde?
Blonde, yeah.
Okay. What is it? Amstrad? The computer?
Amstrad. I doubt this will bring up much, but
Okay.
yeah. What else you got there?
Accident and argument.
Those seem salient.
Accident.
Just one more for accident.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across the street.
I mean, I do have diarrhea. Now I'm feeling like that's imperative.
Yeah. Also the timing of those events.
The falling down the stairs after the diary and you're not my mom.
It was an accident.
So I think blue is just before white.
Maybe?
Because the white one's July 3rd and the blue one is January 18th or June. The month that comes
No.
before July.
Diary. That's my thing.
Oh, she has a diary.
I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. Helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
Because I think, actually, I'll just watch all of these because these are
Yeah.
about the diary.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence.
I think this is Earl's story.
When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
I don't have dead, so I'm adding dead.
Or admit?
Admit?
Yeah. Seems.
Confess?
Confess? Yeah.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there.
Title drop.
I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You who you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
I feel bad for Florence.
It just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things.
Swap?
And we were very
Swap?
careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page.
Oh, everyone's on the same page.
We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation.
Page rules.
It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
I mean, agree as well.
Agree? Okay.
Seems like something.
I'm interested in swap at the moment.
Yeah, go for it.
Ah,
Only a one. What else you got there?
confess. Oh,
One other one. That's weird.
she didn't say confess in the video that we were. You wanted to admit, and so I grabbed confess.
Oh, okay.
Just because, they might be related.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there.
We.
It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
Romantic?
Also tattoo.
Tattoo!
She has a tattoo.
She's got a giant tattoo right there.
Yeah.
It's kind of all up in your face. Chet noticed.
Yeah. We haven't noticed the tattoo. We may have seen it.
We may have seen the tattoo previously.
Yeah. 4 new ones.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos.
Simon doesn't have tattoos.
He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip.
Scar might be.
Scar?
Comes out with
Valuable.
some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got
Glass
his glasses on
maybe.
here though. He takes them off with the camera.
Glass or
But
glasses?
he needs them to see
Maybe
properly. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
So, we have here blue jacket.
Yep.
Before sports shirt.
Blue
I'd say.
sports shirt
Blue
with the
sports
tattoo.
shirt with tattoo. Before
White
the
shirt.
loose white shirt.
Actually, let's check on our progress.
Yeah.
How many videos have we seen?
The one we're on is fairly early.
I'm guessing we're like a quarter. But yeah, that last one that we just saw is probably part of the first interview.
Yeah.
So blue shirt or blue jacket, I think, is the beginning. And actually, let's check this one.
Oh, my tattoo.
Yeah.
I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Yes, it is.
Eve.
Got a Chivo.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion.
She got it when she moved out.
I was singing in a bar in the evenings.
Singing.
So I had some money,
Yeah.
enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Hmm.
And yet they caught her on film.
So,
Have to refresh that. So that's late.
late.
I didn't check blue shirt. I just
Oh,
Good night. So that's up here. So
Around the
that's
middle.
later.
Yeah. So the loose white shirt, the last one, has the tattoo.
Yes,
And the sports t-shirt
has the tattoo.
has a tattoo. So at the very least, they're the same person, or they know the same stuff.
Or they match.
They match.
They match as people.
Yeah.
he saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness.
Ah,
He guessed my name from my tattoo.
so did I.
Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Okay, so that's
The one right after.
yeah. Okay. So I'm adding palindrome because it's the second time, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's only the two clips where they talk about how their names are spelled.
Possibly.
So let's try that. And then, like, I just want to confirm that it is only twice.
Yeah.
Only those two. The beginning and the end. Actually, we can also confirm that this is.
My name is
Start.
Hannah.
So that's the second clip.
Yeah. Maybe hello would get the first clip. We need that first clip.
Nope. Hi.
Hmm.
But we haven't seen the first clip.
Yeah. It's weird. I guess they don't say hi in the first clip.
Simon is 6 foot.
It's that one. It's later.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't seen this one.
Something.
And these two are from the first interview. We have no idea what they are.
Yeah. May as well watch them, right?
Yeah.
He was wearing a shirt,
Very
Thanks.
the blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice
good.
one.
Watch?
That was a
Watch.
gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Okay.
No. I'm not sure what strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
Hmm. And how did that fill in?
Quite a bit later in the first session.
Yeah. It didn't really bring up anything new, did it?
No, other than the way she's talking right here, it's recent. So this might be her coming in to report that he's missing.
Yeah. I think in an earlier clip we saw, it was that.
Yeah, well, she was like offering to help, or she mentioned that she had come in for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hi might pick up his. Yeah.
Have we looked up missing?
No. Oh,
That's a shirt we haven't seen before, is it?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would
So Glasgow again.
distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's...
There's also suspicious drive.
Drive?
Yeah. 2 more. All from different interviews.
Like I said,
All right, I
I
didn't
think
check
I
where
was
the
popping
red
out
one
to
is.
get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast.
Speeding.
If you want, you can arrest me for that.
So she's the speeder.
Yeah.
It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think for some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay.
Baby.
Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
That's pretty heavy right there. That's a lot of information.
Yeah. Like,
And that's
not
very
very
close to the end.
one big new word. But it added a lot of...
Baby?
Yeah. Added a lot of context.
Because, so yeah, she did drive to... let me check where red jacket is. It's up here.
Yeah.
So that's pretty close to...
Second or third
To
interview.
blue shirt.
Blue.
It's a little before. Before blue shirt. Okay, Glasgow. I want to try Glasgow.
Go for it.
This might just be the ones where she talks about driving. Oh,
5 new ones.
from red shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Red shirt discusses Glasgow.
She likes the
but-
spots.
Maybe we would like to take a break.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's go for it then.
All right.
Time
Take
for
us
break.
over to commercial. Hi.
Hi.
We took off our hats.
Yeah. And Corey got some water.
Spoilers.
Do you have any thoughts on the process the game has put us through so far?
Like, it's very much like Minecraft, you are planning to do something, and on your way to do that, you find something else that's interesting
Yeah.
to dig into, and maybe you never circle back to the place you start. Like, of the terms we've written down, we haven't even actually gone through the first 10, because I still have Rome in that list.
Yeah. We haven't checked out... we've checked out Eric, haven't we?
We didn't get to Eric,
Yeah.
because he's below Saturday.
We haven't checked out Accident.
We haven't checked out Accident. We haven't checked out Fight, or Hate, or Kill,
Yeah.
or Dead.
They all seem important, but not as important as Baby.
But Glasgow, look at this. 5 new clips. 5 entire new clips about Glasgow.
Yeah. In a stylish blood orange blazer.
Yes. Let's get in.
So I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep.
Okay.
So that's mostly identical to the clip that led us here.
Yeah.
Except she doesn't mention baby.
She doesn't mention Baby. How many clips were found with Glasgow?
With Glasgow?
Because we
Is
have
there
5
a
here.
list of 10.
10 entries found. So we aren't even seeing all there is to see about Glasgow.
Yeah. And we're still kind of up here. Oh, that's the start probably of
I think this is the second interview.
Red. You think Red is the second interview?
Yeah.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from a payphone, and then headed back.
So in the later clip, she says she got into an accident and also was trying to call Hannah, not Simon.
She also explained later on, not white shirt, but an earlier one, that she didn't want to make it more complicated by talking about the accident, I think.
Yeah.
So that might be it. That also suggests this is an earlier interview.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch.
Oh, hey, the watch.
It was a
Watch.
gift from Eric.
Eric?
He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste.
And
Yeah, we got Diane.
Okay.
Just wait later.
That time,
Oh, wait. That's
you
Diana.
must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
So Diana and Diana. Sorry, Princess Diana.
yeah. They both think they're princesses, though.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
No alibi. Should I add alibi?
We should add alibi.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi.
Okay, so she admits.
Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
So that's the last clip of these 5 that we were given, which is kind of amazing that
Yeah.
it ends us back at pregnant.
Yeah, you want to look up pregante
Okay.
or hospital.
Or hospital. I add hospital to the list.
Okay. We've seen one of these clips. One is an earlier,
That must be the clip we just watched.
yeah.
When I arrived in Glasgow,
Yeah.
I was
Okay, so there's a interview before this one that isn't Blue Jacket.
I think this is the first interview, maybe? We'll see when we refresh.
Yeah.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Way up here.
Yeah.
So I think that's the second interview. Because Blue Jacket, this
Oh.
is a short sleeve collared number.
Oh, I'm overestimating how long the interviews are, I guess.
Maybe. Or how many clips are in each. I don't
Yeah.
know. So then we go back to Red Jacket.
Oh, someone mentioned no tattoo.
That we can see.
It would have been on the arm there.
I got pregnant. Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
So she barfed.
Morning sickness. But also she's currently pregnant. Also the music changed.
Yeah. Nice underscore.
Well, yes. You found out on my birthday.
Birthday?
Birthday.
I told him I was pregnant.
Got birthday in the second column already.
Oh my god. That's how backed up we are.
Yeah.
We're forgetting what we already have.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born.
Rapunzel.
Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. But she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
like Chivos.
Yeah, happy ending.
Happy ending?
Maybe.
Happy
or
ending.
happy.
No, happy ending. No.
Great.
Alright,
I mean,
so
Rapunzel.
that's pregnant.
Yeah.
Hospital?
Hospital? Yeah.
Ooh. This is a different one.
Yeah, have we seen any from that?
Ask the hospital.
Thanks, I will. I will ask the hospital.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
Where is this? Way late.
Mm-hmm.
This is after short blue tattoo.
Yeah. We must have gotten a couple clips from this one already.
Maybe, yeah. It's hard to keep track because the color blocking is very similar, like between that and that. Like she's just got a cup and some drinks, water versus cup.
You want to look up cup?
Cup? Or
Why
glass?
not?
Cup!
There you go. Let's fill out this,
Could I
Library.
have a cup of tea?
What the hell? Did you see that?
on her face.
Yes.
Could I have a cup of tea?
On her face. Also tea.
Yeah. So she looks a bit beat up there.
So, face, bruise,
Bruised, yeah. Eye, maybe.
eye.
God, if you could see this list. We're behind.
A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just one sugar.
One sugar. And what is this shirt? Where are we? This is up in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle, it was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
There. Doug, Eleanor. Also, she took a shower and Eric called.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
She likes her tea.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents.
Doug and Eleanor.
and then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
That is word for word.
Basically.
Basically. Both were very
So let's see.
rehearsed.
Was it left or shouted? Maybe. There they are. And where's this one? Refresh. So that's not the last clip where she's white shirt,
Yeah. No.
but that's after this one. Okay. Eric.
3 new ones.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
So there's a van.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one.
Ooh.
He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one.
So credit
Hmm.
or Visa? Just Visa.
Yeah, Visa, I think.
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diane?
Did we already had that one down?
We
but we
wrote
can
it
look
down.
It
We
up,
haven't.
yeah.
We haven't.
Did Frog Fractions 2 parody this game? Someone in
Trying to
chat,
remember.
Sprite Clad, mentioned.
I don't remember which game
Hmm.
in Frog Corrections 2.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the Glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
It wasn't part of the main game.
Okay.
It was an ARG that involved like time travel kidnap.
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Yes. Just raw from the supermarket.
We got an achievement.
Have
for-
you ever eaten fennel?
Yeah.
Right? Guitar. She has a guitar.
Oh, that's different.
So Diane triggers 17
Is this
seconds.
going to
with
be
the guitar.
Jack and
Simon and
Diane?
Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. They get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Guitar.
Yeah. Seems pertinent. 3 new ones.
Only one of them with a guitar, and she's playing it.
Yeah.
No. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
So it's not Simon's guitar.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's my guitar.
She says it's her guitar.
Okay.
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning. No. It's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
Why would you bring this? Right?
There were 2 sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the but he only cared for the youngest one. All the dreadful oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain, with a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain floated till a ship came by. Oh,
This is a traditional ballad, apparently.
I've heard it before.
Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
I have not heard that song outside of this game before.
Do you know any folk singers?
Like, Beach doesn't count, does he? Ian, does he count? Paul.
Okay, Ian sings, yes, Paul would count, but Japanese music.
Japanese are folk too. In that they're also people.
Alrighty. So, in the story that she told about Drown to Drown her sister, I wonder if Drown would pull up this guitar. So
No.
Drown and Drowned? Are they different?
Yeah. Maybe sing?
Sing for me!
Really?
Sing.
Here's the rest.
Oh.
Laid a body on the dock to drown. Oh, the wind and the rain, till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bones. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone.
Oh, gross.
Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
It's probably another verse.
The only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
So, this is gonna be at the next
Anything you say when you use
desert
this
bus.
evidence against you.
Evidence?
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 Yeah. We don't have that down yet?
No.
Okay.
Back to list one. Shall we go back to Rome? Or actually, we haven't done baby. We did pregnant. But now baby.
I'd rather we keep not doing baby, but you can put baby in.
Let's do Rome.
Rome.
Okay.
Yep, just that one.
Just that one, where it came from. Photo.
Photo.
Yes, this is a photo of Simon. Yes, he looks that way.
The photography.
Yeah.
Giant tattoo.
17. It was a nice wedding. people said.
She got married at 17.
Simon looked very handsome in the photos.
Wow.
She
His
married
parents paid for
Simon.
everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Huh.
Okay. Diana! Finally. I'm doing it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Thought she'd be bigger.
Thought she'd be a bigger deal. She wasn't. What about living in the attic?
I completely spaced. Did she mention that?
That she lived in the attic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or she'd stay in the attic. Or hang out in the attic and be best friends in the attic.
The attic is pertinent.
The attic is when she's talking about how Florence raised her.
At the very least, there are 5 entries now.
And 4 shirts.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon.
No tattoo.
Felt like going
Yeah.
back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
Because it's weird to be married in a room that your parents boned in.
She inherited.
Her parents' place.
Yes.
She inherited. Inherited?
Inherited,
Inherit?
yeah. So her parents died.
Yes.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
Dollhouse?
Yeah.
Not spelled that way.
It seems like a theme, at least.
Yeah. That's really kind of where things come down to. It's like there are things that are mentioned repeatedly, but then there's also like themes, because this is like the fairy tales and the growing up as princesses and dolls.
This is very heavy with themes. Like, tons of them. It's a locus of themes.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else?
Hairs!
Could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
No, because her hair was chopped off.
She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
No one ever went up there?
Just dolls.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it, and they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there.
I want to hear more
It's a
about this
beautiful
dollhouse.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Weird story? Okay.
Great anecdote, Eve. Moth. No? Okay. Good. I don't want to hear more about the moth killing.
No, this game came out before moths were a meme.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Moths were not a meme at this time. You
Yeah.
have to remember that.
Very pertinent.
Back to Dollhouse.
One new one.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper, curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
So that sounds like it's about the parents' inheritance stuff, like when Hannah and Simon inherited.
Should we look up inherited?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe just
Okay.
inherit. Huh, weird.
Parents?
Parents. Yeah.
Let me just make sure Dollhouse is done.
Yeah. Long
Parents.
list. 2 new ones.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
Miscarriage?
We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
Oh, her parents died after the miscarriage. That's nice. Lovely. Good. Yep.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. The miscarriage and then my parents.
Okay. 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 18 found. Okay.
This is a happy game for happy people.
Not about a murder at all. Miscarriage?
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
Oh, let's look for swear words.
Yes. The most important search.
Yes. Dictionary search.
I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Infertile?
Maybe, yeah.
After the very important swears search.
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course.
Rude.
We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then
Then what? Rude to cut off.
Okay. So. Jackpot.
I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that it's necessary.
Simon's
I should
mother.
say. It's more just-
Coffee.
Spilt coffee.
Spoilers.
No, I'm okay. Fuck.
Can I leave?
You're loving this.
Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
Lawyer. We haven't lawyer.
Yeah, we haven't looked up lawyer.
See? It's useful.
Coffee as well, maybe?
Oh,
We have
first we got
tea.
one more. Yeah, we've got tea.
Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off. Open this door.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of late. That's,
Mhm.
that shirt is quite a bit later in. Okay.
Oh,
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl.
Carl.
He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy.
Isn't that how it goes?
We were 15.
15.
Oh, okay.
Because we already got a 17 from that time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wank.
Wank. Blimey.
Blimey, yeah.
Core.
Core.
Governor.
You want to go back to the list, or you want to put in the real bad swears?
They're not going to have the real bad ones in this game.
I mean, I guess you know the developer more than I do. In that you researched at all.
I'm not going to say the game is PG, but
Yeah, this is not a. This is not a child-friendly
okay.
game.
Chat wants butts.
But yes,
Butt. Or bum.
bum.
Okay. No luck with bums. Okay.
Tush.
Tush. What the hell? Tush? Tush.
No. Okay.
Tuchus.
Tuchus. Bottom.
Bottom.
Wow, really weird.
Easter.
I haven't heard that one in years. Jeez.
Fanny. I don't want to hear about a British fanny. Fine.
Nope.
Good. Alrighty, so back to the list.
Yep.
Eric.
Eric. I think
Johnny
we looked
Lowe's.
this one up already.
Good. I just wanted to
actually.
make sure.
Yeah.
And we did parents. What's plumber?
What
Nothing.
is plumber?
Plumber sucks. Gladstone.
Yeah. That was early on, and we never looked it up.
Yeah. Well. Accident.
Accident.
Did we do accident? Yeah. Argument.
Three more.
From the first interview, too.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there a couple stuff? A stupid argument.
So they have an
Nothing
argument.
Specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
What if it wasn't just her and her husband arguing?
What if it was also their dog?
I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way. Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
All right, bruise.
Bruce.
Giant bruise face.
Yeah. 5 new ones.
Why, yes, you've noticed my new accessory.
Yes.
Bruce. Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. We hurt like hell.
It's the kind of thing you cover up unless you want someone to comment on it.
That is literally the excuse.
I hit it on a
Capitalized.
door?
I hit my face on a door.
The bruise. I have a
Wrong
really fast
cheek.
metabolism,
Wrong cheek.
so stuff like that just comes and goes.
Yeah.
All right, coffee. Forgot to add coffee to the list.
I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
Body.
We don't have body down, do we?
We don't have body. Body has never come up, unless it has. Yeah, no, blonde, dead.
Did fuck come up before body?
That's body. And I think fuck is the blue shirt. Oh, no, what's this? Where's this?
Yeah.
So that's
After,
after.
yeah.
So they're all after. So body happened after fuck. I mean before fuck.
You should look up Bruise again. We were
Bruce.
done with
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
Actually, I can just go back to the. Boom. Don't even have to type.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull our harness to match.
Lovely.
Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. And she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snuck a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen.
Because you were living in the attic?
Mm. So much of our bodies was synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits. Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to
With what?
a bruise, pulling a tooth.
With
Grave.
what?
We used a hairbrush.
Thanks.
After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Why do you have to ask,
She
Corey?
was 9, about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off.
Wig.
Yeah, wig.
Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Okay, so that was illuminating.
All stuff from kind of later.
Yeah.
Hmm.
White, loose shirt. Tells it straight.
Well, she's at the end, right? She's like finally giving up and
Yeah.
spilling the beans.
Just fully confessing, really.
Really. Lie detector test. Let's see if there's any extras there. Nope. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Friday. Friday.
One more?
One more.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night.
Because you went to Glasgow.
After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
I think, yeah, Eve was the one who drove because she's the bad driver and got in an accident.
And she said she tried to call Hannah on the payphone from Glasgow.
Yeah.
Although I think Hannah said that she tried to call Simon
Yeah.
when they were in the play. We need to. There's a diagram.
We need to start writing down who is who
Saturday.
and when.
Who is who and when? All right. Saturday.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And I...
Morning sickness.
Is there a bin?
So that's Eve. Good thing she tied her hair back after.
It was
Gross.
late. Early Saturday morning.
They got our water. That's nice
Swish
of them.
and spit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So maybe it's valid to write down who we think each clip is.
Yeah.
So
So we start with Dark Blue Jacket.
Blue Jacket is Hannah, I think.
Well, we don't have to say right away for that one because that one's a
Okay.
bit
Yeah.
sketchier.
Okay. But we think Red Jacket is Eve.
Yeah. Is Red Jacket the second,
No, it's like the third.
third? Yeah.
Yeah. I think the blue shirt with the collar is second.
The sports one, or the one I keep calling sports one.
The sports one is like a t-shirt.
Yeah, t-shirt.
I think, well, sports one, you can see the tattoo. So
Yeah.
we think sports shirt.
Sports shirt is Eve. I think the, like, blue and white button-up one with the hair tied back
This one?
is Hannah.
A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Okay, I think it's valid to search for coffee.
Yeah.
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
So that's Blue Jacket.
Yeah.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
Okay.
About 8 years back. It was a present to myself.
The tattoo.
I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have one cup.
So, yeah, that's Eve.
Yeah.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
This is Blue Long Shirt.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
But that one has sugar in it,
Huh.
unlike Blue Jacket. So blue long sleeve. Just gonna say coffee with sugar.
Yeah. That one might be Eve.
Well, she has
Or sorry, that one might be Hannah trying to cover up.
coffee with sugar.
Yeah. I think
But
the
if we
tea.
go back to tea,
Yeah, I think
because
tea
the tea is with the sugar
Yeah.
also. So this is the second one, I think.
Get
the bruise.
Bruise is Hannah.
So that's like the second interview. So
Yeah.
bruised blue shirt or bruised
Blue
collar,
button up.
blue button up.
Yeah. We have to be specific with which blue shirt.
Mm-hmm. Hannah. And that's tea with sugar, right?
Just tea, I
Tea?
think is
Okay.
fine.
A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just 1 sugar.
It's a question from the chat from the Maricat. Does it let you edit user tags? Like, yeah, you can
Yeah.
add them.
I think the white and blue button up is Hannah as well. She's asking for tea with sugar.
White and blue button up.
I think any of the ones with sugar or tea are Hannah.
Yeah.
And of course we have the loose white shirt and one, which is
And
Eve.
loose white. Yep. Actually, there's two shirts because this is a different background from the other one. Because there's this background with no shelves, where they do the polygraph test,
Yeah.
and then there's this.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked
Oh,
up
this
to the
story
house,
again.
I knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the
Right,
peg.
talking about Simon
Couldn't
drinking
see his
tea.
shoes on the shoe rack.
Mm-hmm.
I shouted out for him.
Search
I walked
sugar.
straight into the kitchen.
That's a good point.
Usually
That
sits
might
in
be
there,
useful,
have a cup of tea,
yeah.
read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quick.
Let's just do sugar.
2 new ones.
Just the 1 sugar. Thanks. Is that camera recording?
Dummy.
Black, no sugar. Thanks.
Ah. Black, no sugar. Eve.
Yeah.
We still don't know if blue long sleeves is one of them pretending to be the other one. But blue jacket, we also don't know,
Yeah.
right?
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
That's Eve.
I think that's Eve, yeah.
So she's the one that came and reported the missing Simon.
Going by the profile we're developing here of the two of them, Eve is the better actor.
Yep.
If the two of them were planning on reporting, they would have sent the better actor.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Yeah, to lie and get away with
Yeah.
hiding it. So they're working together to disguise the murder.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. But wait. Because
Go on.
which one's the one that talks about it's the white and blue button up, which is Hannah, is the one that talks about why are you talking about Eve?
Yeah, and the taps. We haven't looked up the taps.
The finger tapping. Tapping?
One new one.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book, the knock code. Something prisoners of war would use. We'd tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor. Dad thought we had mice, but we couldn't find any. Bought a cat anyway.
Alright, so that's what that finger tapping was.
Yeah. Cat?
Cat? Sure.
Why not?
Why not?
Oh, a lot of new ones. Let's get all the information we can.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows were really hard to open anyway. It's stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
Hmm?
No, no cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino.
Domino.
It's this little black thing with white dots.
Of course. That or
I never
Oreo.
did anything about the cat flap, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it. This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything.
There's a wig.
Have you looked at the cat flap?
Come on, people. Look at the cat flap.
Why are
Skinny
we?
people exist.
Why are we not talking about the cat flap?
Why are we not talking about
loved
the cat
our
flap?
cat, Domino. He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell.
Bell?
And we'd send them to each other.
Or notes?
Mum found some of the notes once and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical. And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
Okay, doing wig.
You're snatching that wig.
Snatching that wig off.
A wig? You mean... But what type of wig?
Blonde.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
Blonde.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17.
I was 17 again.
It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
STD.
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me.
Reflection.
She was fatter,
Reflection.
flush.
Fat.
If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
So, she started wearing a blonde wig. And you know who likes blondes?
Simon.
Simon. Yeah, Simon.
He loves
So-
those 4 non-blondes.
When they were 17, Hannah got pregnant with Simon. And eventually had a miscarriage, but while she was carrying, she started to look different from Eve. And Eve tried to get pregnant so that they could still swap
While wearing blonde wig.
while wearing a blonde wig, I guess. But,
And then the miscarriage and the parents died.
yeah. Parents died. No one else was in the house. They were found days later. Eve was living in the attic alone.
We haven't looked up the parents much, have we?
We don't know their names.
Have we looked
We
up
know Simon's parents' names are Doug and Eleanor. We looked up parents.
mom
but
and dad? Maybe.
Mother, maybe?
Mum.
Says mother.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window.
Rapunzel.
She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
So
Rapunzel.
Yeah, Rapunzel, and she also refers to Florence as mother.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah.
Sarah.
Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana,
Eva?
but I didn't want her
Ava.
to have a symmetrical name. Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
So. We did Friday. We did Saturday.
Yeah.
We did do Hannah, right? Yep.
Yeah. Or at least we saw those already.
Birthday is next. Birthday's in the second column. We've made it to column 2. So this is Hannah, who's been
Yes,
punched in the face.
That's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that. It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
Present?
Present, yeah. It's a weird way to phrase that, too. I guess I didn't like it.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict.
Eggs
We both had to go to
Benedict.
work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake.
Work?
Children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home.
Children.
The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. It turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
So that's when she went to Glasgow.
Yeah. So,
So she didn't mind the present, but Hannah hated the present.
yes. We could look at present.
Let's look at present. Get into this birthday shenanigans.
Nothing good happens on birthdays.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He didn't break the glass. The kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it especially for me.
Engraved.
Mm.
Because he works at a glazier.
Yes.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present. Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
Okay.
Throat.
Throat.
Slash. I don't know.
Slash. Let's try mirror first. Oh, what's this? A chit chat.
Like, click it.
How's it going down there? You done? No. Get out of here. Okay. So chit chat's just gonna live there now.
Could you drag it?
Oh!
There you go.
Someone knows computers.
Dragging is always the answer.
Mirror. So 2 more mirrors.
I'll go for it.
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. Haven't looked at it since.
Yeah, the mirror that is totally fine.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Silverleaf? No.
What's
He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good.
There's reflection again.
It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Huh.
Reflection.
Yeah.
And then throat and body and
Ooh, a lot there.
of white shirt.
Yeah.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
Themes.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's
Copying?
movements.
Copy, yeah. What a story.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical.
Isn't
It
it
was only
though?
all it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
You know what's more
Nerd.
magical than TV? Twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv. Check it out.
Yeah.
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl.
What?
The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
Witch.
Yeah.
Okay, so on to throat.
I'm noticing now, actually, and
Oh.
I've already played the game, that the buzzing and the little effects of the reflection on the screen of the person looking this up
Yeah.
is part of the themes. It's another reflection.
It's another reflection. And there's also like the music themes change, depending on what they're talking about. So throat.
Got something there.
His body did not real. His throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. I doesn't always work.
Maybe Simon is also twins.
That'd make it really complicated.
I saw that mirror chunk
In his
again.
throat.
Mm-hmm.
How?
I wonder how.
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that.
AM, PM,
I walked in, saw Simon,
PM.
Yeah.
was on the floor of the living room.
Floor?
His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood.
Blood?
Blood, yeah.
He was dead.
Seagulls?
Yeah, I could hear seagulls in the background there, like,
Blood.
why not? Oh, an empty chair.
Okay. I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
Okay.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood.
Blood.
It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Blood.
Well, fine, considering.
Scrape that sugar.
I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people had been there through my things. It's like I'd been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They
Cellar?
sent a cleaner in.
Yeah.
As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So, she was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
Shock?
Yeah.
Alright, cellar. Mirror, we did wig, didn't we?
Did we?
Did we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
Or we've seen enough. So, cellar.
Cellar what?
Door, clearly. So beautiful.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
So this doesn't match up quite with what White Shirt says, where she came in later and saw Hannah wearing her wig on the couch. So she's not quite being truthful.
I think this is the cover story, I think. And the white
Yeah.
shirt is like, this is what actually happened.
The whole thing was wrong. The bags,
The bags.
I think they were from our kitchen. You could probably check.
Bags.
We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need.
Like dead bodies.
Dad used to grow mushrooms there.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms, yeah.
The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours. It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
Watch. And then alibi.
Yeah. One new one.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Second. No, that's which. Where did I put watch? Oh my goodness, there it is.
Too many
Back in
words.
palindrome land.
Yeah.
Let's see this now. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
We have like at least half of them now.
Yeah, look at us go.
Mm-hmm.
We did reflection, because that was huge. We did present, because that was the mirror.
Yeah. Did we do...
We didn't do eggs Benedict.
Yeah, we didn't do Eggs Benedict.
Yep. Okay, good. Good.
Work. That's the next thing there.
Work.
One new one.
A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the Glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. It's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle.
So Simon has a work phone.
Yeah.
Uh,
Phone, maybe?
ah.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. STD. Let's see if both of them talk about it. No, just her.
Yeah.
I was living in the attic.
Yeah.
It was a very hard time. I was depressed. I was still pretty sick of the STD.
Back when you were 17.
When I came down one morning, they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate.
Mushrooms.
Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. And there's no way you would have picked death caps.
Death caps.
But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Where I was, creeping the whole time.
Yeah.
Alright, wow,
That,
okay.
That would have been tense to be up there.
So it's just like, not only is Simon dead, but the parents died under sketchy circumstances.
And there's a
Mushrooms.
miscarriage.
And a miscarriage. Alright, this is Hannah.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Death caps?
For Cutie? Maybe death?
Just death.
Yeah, we haven't looked that up.
Alright, death caps. Mushroom.
No, that didn't bring up any new ones.
No new ones. Engraved. That's it. Throat we did. Witch?
Why not?
Witch? Nope. Nothing new.
Yeah.
Floor?
Floor.
The body hit the floor. Cellar. Shock?
Shock, yeah. We're just blasting through so many of these.
Got it on blast.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
So, Red Jacket is Eve, but we don't know if she's admitted to the investigators yet, so she might still be pretending to be Hannah.
I think she only admits to the investigators in the last one, where she's loose white shirt.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one where she opens up to it. Before that, it seems like they're trying to cover.
Chat wants baby.
Have we not looked up baby?
Let's look up baby. We got 2 new babies.
How did we never look up baby?
We did
spent
pregnant.
the night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Maybe holiday.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Being my own person.
Yeah. It's kind of the big one here.
There's baby. The next one after that is alibi.
I've gone this far and haven't looked up alibi. Although, only one clip.
Yeah, and it's late.
Yeah.
It's a late clip.
And a long one, too.
Yeah. Glasses. What's the deal with his glasses?
One new one.
Well, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass.
Silver?
It's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror, and he gave it to me.
One singular mirror, because I love him. Silver.
Nothing new.
What do you think here?
Well, Doug and Eleanor.
Doug and Eleanor.
We haven't looked them
You
up.
sure they're important?
I might bring up something new.
Doug. Dear old dad. Jeez.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
So Hannah's talked to them, but so is Eve.
I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school.
Okay. That
It
covers
didn't
up
matter
why
if I
the
cook or
children.
not, just don't poison the kids.
Ha ha! So if we had looked at poison,
That would
Let's
have
try-
come.
let's try poison.
It's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure.
Metaphors.
Between living in the attic.
I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. And it ran an
I know
ordered
that lady.
house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
I guess, yes, she was married to Simon since she was 17, and Simon didn't know that she had a twin, who she swapped with a lot.
Yeah. Well, they weren't married for very long.
Her and Simon?
Yeah. Because it was shotgun wedding.
Yeah. She moved into his parents' house, then had a miscarriage, then her parents died, they moved into their house, and everything was fine until he met Eve, and then Eve got pregnant, and he made 2 mirrors, and she tricked him into thinking she was Eve, and then killed him, and then they just agreed to hide it
Yeah.
together. Like best sisters.
1984 was an awful year in the end.
10 years ago.
Oh.
We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring, and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Maybe vomit.
Yeah, we haven't looked that up.
I just felt like
Oh,
it.
nothing.
Poison. Poisson.
Poison. Oh, a new one.
At the time they said it was poison, food poisoning. I mean, I felt so guilty. If I'd still been at home, maybe I could have done something. I didn't.
I really think that Eve poisoned them. So that Hannah would come back.
It was a very coincidental and very efficient
Yeah.
thing, a very lucky thing to happen for Eve, as well as the miscarriage.
Okay, we got. That was Doug and Eleanor. We did. Did we do Eleanor? Yeah, we did Eleanor because the
No.
cigarettes in the vase.
No,
Was
that
that
was
not- that
Doug
was just
as well.
Doug?
Yeah.
Eleanor. Eleanor.
L.A. Noir.
It's right in there. Okay, Sarah. Nope. Ava? No.
Same clip.
Domino.
Oh yeah, the
The
cat.
cat. Belle?
What brought up Bell?
They hid notes to each other in Domino's bell.
Oh, yeah.
And notes.
Or maybe just note. Although 31 entries found, I don't think that.
Note.
Huh.
Scar. Simon had a
Start.
scar. Simon had a start.
Mm-hmm.
Code. No. Knock. Code. Same clip.
Same clip, yeah.
Code and knock code.
Maybe just knock?
Maybe just knock.
Hmm.
Holiday.
Got those ones.
We're
just banging these out, jeez.
Come back and stay. It was their song, man.
Their one song.
At one time they danced. Bags.
One new one.
When will the police let me back in the house? And they let me take a bag of clothes with me, but
Okay.
Nursery.
Nursery. Is theirs a baby? Or did we look up shock?
Yep.
Oh,
we
yeah,
didn't do blonde, which the chat has mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's just full up. Copying.
Maybe just copy.
Copy. Pretend.
Oh, one new one.
it lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others.
Not like
The
Carl.
rules had changed.
Oh, rules.
Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
That's strange. Why would it be weird? Why is attic living weird now? Hannah. That was pretend. What did it say? Said Carl,
Rules?
Simon, share rules.
Two new ones.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules.
And slept with Simon.
Or maybe they think she did something bad.
Like kill
Maybe it
Simon.
wasn't her fault.
Because someone else
She
did.
looked scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity.
Identity.
Did they catch her there? I don't know. Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share.
Jealous?
Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We
In
both
person.
went. Kept changing places in the toilet.
Toilet.
We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes.
Dress.
Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems.
Bladder.
The next date, it was my turn.
Date.
At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back.
Ouija?
board?
What the hell?
After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules.
Got freaky.
She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Ouija.
It's a weird word to spell.
It is.
Oh, another clip.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign.
Oh, like Diana.
You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly?
Like Princess Grace.
She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him.
Grace.
Okay.
That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind.
Magic.
We used to share dreams.
Dreams.
We used to
Dreams.
wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
Okay. So, just Grace. No. Magic. Magic, 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 magic.
I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I was 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us.
All right, infertile.
I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
So that leaves 2 threads hanging. Where's Hannah at the end of this? Where is Eve's baby?
Where's Hannah and where's Eve's baby? Should have looked up sperm. Yeah. Let's see if sperm is.
Go for it. Why not?
Okay, good. But infertile. Get.
We've already seen those ones.
Yeah. Magic, magic, magic. Dreams.
I love that album. No, wait, I'm thinking of Rumors.
Same thing.
Yeah. Dreams is on Rumors.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me.
Oh, a friend
We had our first date at the Odeon in North End.
with our bladder
Wanted to
problems.
see risky business.
Tom Cruise.
I had on my one best dress.
Only one.
Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
Chocolate teeth. 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 Dress.
Well, we still know those.
Odeon? Is that Odeon?
That's not how you spell it.
Odeon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's only the 2 recountings of that date. Toilet.
I mean, they mentioned teeth.
Teeth!
It's like your hands don't want to do it.
So that's toilet, dress, bladder?
Bladder.
How many body parts can we mention? Bladder, feet,
Of course.
head, date, identity,
Huh, you're only one for that.
work. Wait, we already know she got a job, but work. We did birthday, tapping. Florence?
I think we looked up Florence early. Oh, no, we didn't.
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child.
In that
Maybe
diary
I
you
misread.
burned.
Maybe I misunderstood.
Or maybe you pushed her down the stairs.
Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Actually, stairs.
Stairs, yeah.
No, okay. Florence. Diary? I think we did diary. It's always hard to remember.
Yeah, we. Yeah.
So many different words. We did attic, I'm sure. Divorce. No. Hate. Kill.
We haven't looked up kill.
No, we haven't.
Why did your wife do?
Kill.
She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair?
Affair.
Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him. I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
Crazy.
A couple new ones.
Oh, which one did you get?
Well, crazy. and
Oh,
fair.
no, no, fair. Right, I can cross off teeth.
2 new ones there.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
Technically, he was.
You're reaching here. Oh, I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone.
Cheated?
I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon's dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs?
Sex.
Because you cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Sex stuff. Sex cop.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
We hit the mother load.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Go on.
Are you married? How is your sex life?
Cheaty.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
Well, they were together for a while.
No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
What guys?
No,
Guys.
I was 15. Carl was older. 17.
15 and 17 are both ages that have come up.
I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It's stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad.
Tired of us.
Those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Family.
Yeah, we haven't looked up family.
So
Yeah, let's look up sex and then family.
family.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till. Family.
Family.
So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there,
Boys.
and then Simon.
Sounds to guys and then boys.
We already looked up dolls, so.
Did we? We did Dollhouse.
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone.
Had to be blonde.
He wasn't that kind of guy.
And look like my
He
wife.
took his marriage
Yeah.
very seriously.
My blonde wife. Not my brunette wife. Boys.
Oh, new ones.
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus he had that look. Like a
Prince.
fairy tale prince from one of my books.
Filling up.
Don't say that. It could be passionate. It's just, it was more than that. It wasn't just sex like I had been with the other boys.
Did that one not come up when we looked up sex?
Might have been too far down the line.
Fair. Yeah.
Daughter. Girl.
You know,
So
grr.
close. So close. Okay.
Did we look up mom or dad?
Not those words.
Mm.
Family, boys. Prince?
Prince. Two new ones.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember well I went over the river. And then there was a church.
Like a sex
There.
church.
Yeah. And
Holy
I
fuck.
probably well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street.
Because I
Yeah,
love
there it
Princess.
is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There. I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed.
My Prince.
God, we've gone through a lot of words.
Cheated.
Cheated or cheat.
Oh my.
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon. Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday. No, I
Yeah.
have never been unfaithful.
They had her come in the day
I've
after.
never cheated
Yeah.
on Simon.
And red jacket is, or blue with the tattoo. This
It's
is probably
Eve.
the first time. No, she's had short shirts on before, but it's the first time people noticed her tattoo.
Yeah.
Called her out on her weird snaky apple.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life was easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale.
Stop talking about fairy tales.
Do what you can. It was supposed to be a secret.
Secret?
Just because Simon is
We don't
dead
look up
doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Oxford.
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing, in Oxford.
Gotta love it.
Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference?
Banging.
I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
Don't remember if she said she was the one that went with him on a romantic. Romantic?
I
Romantic.
remember her. I think Eve went. And that was. Or sorry, I think Hannah went and that was Eve.
We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing the bar again and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him.
Kiss?
Romantic.
Okay. Secret or secrete?
Secrete? Nothing. What is this game worth? Really?
Okay.
Gusset, maybe?
Gusset. I would have been surprised.
Yeah.
Kiss.
So many obvious words we have not looked up.
Yes.
Again, dictionary attack.
I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be. Sharing. Like we had before.
I haven't done sharing either.
He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her.
You get to be both of them.
It was almost like it was a different Simon. But after the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house.
Where I live in the attic.
So, it was definitely him.
Not at that time. She moved
I
out.
sometimes
When did she
think
move
he
out of the
wanted
attic?
to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
Okay, so Phosphatide has suggested looking up Easter egg, and Gekiryu wants wet.
Wet.
Okay,
Not even when she spilled the coffee?
just egg.
It came up.
Egg came up. Secret, that, cheated.
Did we ever look up guilty or innocent?
Guilty. Innocent.
Oh, new one.
I can take this stuff off now. Did I prove I'm innocent?
Evidence.
Did we not look that up?
Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
Definitely a widow. Who is
We've
grieving.
gone 3 hours without looking up evidence.
Yeah, well, it's on the list. Right here under Sing and Love. And above 17. Oh, I did look up fuck. And fertile. Not necessarily great at crossing things off.
It's fine, it's fine. You're doing all of the writing work here. I'm just sitting here with you.
We did T. Did we do face?
Nope.
Of course, that's a new one.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant.
Sister.
The look on his face.
Really? Have we not looked up sister?
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that. My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
Gone? What do you mean gone?
No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one.
Stupid coffee.
Did we look up cream?
Cream.
We looked up sugar.
Okay.
Definitely said cream at least once. Or maybe milk.
Milk.
There we are.
Okay. There is one mystery that I know how to solve by ending the game.
You want to go for it? We're at the
go
end
for
of the
it.
stream.
Yeah, we're at the end of the stream, so like, yo, chit chat, call, hi. Yes. Understand why your mother did what she did. Yes. I'm glad, Sarah. I'll be waiting outside. Log off and we can meet over the road. SB. Who is SB?
Someone in chat mentioned that that's the initials of the creator of the game. So,
Sam Barlow?
maybe.
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 Strong bad. You're right. It's strong bad.
It's strong bad. Yeah.
Maybe I look at Barlow. I think that's how you spell it. I don't know. But anyways, yes. So we're baby Sarah. We don't know what happened to Hannah currently, but Eve
We were the baby the whole time.
Eve definitely had us.
Yeah.
Simon's last name is Smith.
Oh, okay. I think that because this is reflections and doubling and whatnot, Eve did the thing that Hannah almost did in the song,
Drowned her?
I think.
I think Eve drowned Hannah in retaliation for killing Simon.
Or just, I don't know. That is the only thematic dovetail that comes to mind.
Right. The wind and the rain. Yes. I don't know, because it looks like Eve murdered a lot of people. Other than Simon. Just didn't murder Simon. Innocent of that one.
Ironically.
Ironically, considering the other murders.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that game about sex and fuck and coffee and love and
dollhouses and fairy tales and princesses
domino.
and Domino the cat. Here's the pages of notes. Here's all of the search terms
That we used.
that we used.
We
Or,
didn't.
well, we missed a few, because, like, Visa.
Yeah.
But,
We didn't even get all of the. We're missing like a third
Yeah.
of the clips. There is a thing that unlocks when you get a certain number of them. We haven't reached it.
where you can actually just see them chronologically. Like,
Yeah,
you just
the
get to
ones you don't
select
have.
the clips. Yeah. So, volume missing. Damn it. Oh, yeah, that's probably the evidence of the other stuff that the guy at the beginning said was missing. Or in the README.
Probably the
This stuff.
yeah.
Couldn't find.
Fucking magic sperm.
Damn. Like,
Quote
you got two
and
ladies pregnant on the first time, even though they're twins. I also don't know why Eve thought that she was infertile.
I think there was just this coupling mirror thing where they kind of diluted each other into being the same,
Yeah.
which clearly wasn't.
Could have been the STD, though. That's what I'm
That
thinking. Is that she tried to get super pregnant and couldn't the first time.
Trial and error.
I'm also gonna assume that maybe she caused the miscarriage. Because she would. She would.
Yeah.
That solves a lot of her problems.
As Hannah in that one interview, hair pulled back, I think white and blue, she mentioned that was the worst year of her life
Yeah.
and kind of kept hammering that home. Whereas Eve in the other interviews was just like, yeah, it was bad.
But yeah, the tattoo could just be a stick-on, temporary tattoo.
That too.
Like maybe it's in slightly different spots. Some scenes. A lot of the scenes, it's in there, but it's like hidden by objects, like just on the edge. So,
I mean, also, probably it was a fake tattoo during the production. Let's be real.
yes. Yes, it was probably a fake tattoo when they made this game.
Yeah. But afterwards, it turned real.
Yeah. Don't get a magic tattoo for a video game, people. That is the moral of this talking sim.
A friend of mine did that like 5 times, and each one became real.
Alright, I want to refresh the notification thing because it looks like it's missing stuff.
Yeah,
So, look
stuff
back
definitely.
at 3 hours ago because I think this is the first thing. So,
Yes.
thanks subs and whatnot. Starting with Traco ZG for 62 months. 62 months of lure and always glad to support Talking Simulator. I know only a little about her story, but look forward to your respective perspectives. Oh, right, you can enter her story. Is there anything new that comes up? No, okay, we've seen that. We've seen all
Okay.
of the clips that drop her story. Because you
Yeah.
can, from the beginning of the game, just be like, her story, and get like late game stuff.
Yeah. You can get late game stuff immediately.
Yeah, but it's like important.
Yeah. Thank you, Undecided44, for 8 months. So, if Twitch is now reporting non-sequential month totals, how is Sub Baby formed? Asking for a future me. Don't do it like they did in this game.
Don't do anything like they did in this game. Unless you're making a game, then do make a game this well designed and thought through.
Yeah. Unless you're having tea.
My name is I. So, cheered 100 bits. Ha ha ha. My partner just shot off stream mighty fast because he is sold on this game. Catch you on the VOD.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Mrs. Spooptastic subscribed for 17 months. Thank you.
And Live Faust, 5 months. Thank you.
Spoopifer for 47 months. Ooh, I love this game. Can't stick around now, but eager to see the VOD. There you go.
Oatway, 7 months. Heart for her story.
Lord Ink Death 27 for 26 months. Almost 27.
T. Stodden for 62 months. Thank you.
These are getting long, jeez. Prince Nimzar for 13 months. Thank you.
Punk Rock Zoologist, 56 months. Oh, her story, awesome. I was wondering when this would make an appearance on TS. Also just finished Tacoma, which I'd love to see here on this show.
Yeah, Tacoma seems
I think
like a
Tacoma is also partly related to this game. There's a lot of
I can see that.
crossover in people that are either like testers on this game or like have the special thanks because they do like interactive fiction stuff.
I could see that, yeah. E Block is cheered with 2,000 bits. Thank you. I got into the stream late since I'm on vacation, but this seems super interesting and really enjoying me some Corey and Matt streams. Have a great stream, awesome people. You too.
Gambler of Foxes, 11 months, almost 1 year.
Vayuz subscribed for 18 months. Double baby, just like in this game.
2 babies, twin babies.
Yeah.
Sir Blix, 34 months. 34 months! Woo!
Woo. Professor Blossom just subscribed. Welcome.
Earth and One with that 51 bits, fake tattoos, not even once.
Xanthos 69 has cheered with 50 bits. Cool idea. What is the so what? Yeah, I guess we haven't done
Yeah,
the so
what is the so what? We could do that after the subs. E-Block, 100 bits, only saw the last hour, can't wait to watch the VOD.
So what?
So
Corey?
what? What do we feel about games where it is up to the player to create a story in their own mind about what actually happened at some point? Like in this case, we're given total control and total freedom,
Yeah.
but there are limitations that sort of guide you along a path.
Yeah, there are only structural limitations.
Yeah, there's only structures, and they stick to it. Like again, if you stumble upon a later clip, there's still so many questions. Like there's like the who done it, but there's also the why done it.
Yeah. Well, that relates to my experience after I finished the game, and like I 100% found them all.
Yeah.
There's a thing that lets you unlock them chronologically. I just went and watched afterwards a YouTube video of just
All of the interviews.
all of them to order in my mind what happened. And it was a completely different experience just watching it like that.
Yeah,
It took away so much.
I think there's actually some clips that just don't even have dialogue in them. They're just like ums and ahs.
Well, there's that one section about 2/3 away down that has nothing that we've unlocked. You can't see it on screen, but it's during the polygraph test, which is literally just a series of yeses and nos, and we would not unlock those
Right.
otherwise, right? There's so many like tiny clips like that, filler stuff. So I don't know. That my experience of the game is that unlocking the story on your own in a non-sequential way is a thing that games don't do very often, but it's an interesting challenge.
And I haven't necessarily seen, other than maybe Tacoma, games that in the future, or maybe Gone Home. Was Gone Home after this? Gone Home like 2013.
Before, I think.
So Gone Home would have been
Or around the
earlier,
same
and that's got another ambiguous story. But this one's got an ambiguous story with a very unreliable subject, I
Yeah.
guess, because you can't tell if she's two people, can't tell who she is, you can't tell if she's just one person who is lying.
Yeah. It's purposefully a bit vague, which I have found more and more in the last span of time. People who play video games frequently do not like vague answers.
They especially do not like The Quiet Man. The Quiet Man is a game that is deliberately obfuscating the story, but in its own way, because you get a linear sequence of action,
Yeah.
and you don't get the whole picture until you beat the game.
Yeah. I find this is a very good refresh from what video games really started doing with, I mean, System Shock was
Oh, right.
the originator.
I've never played that.
It. If you played BioShock,
Technically,
I mean, go back to System Shock 2, maybe,
yeah.
if you're interested. But that was where the Ghost Diaries, or whatever, the logs
Yes.
you could pick up, originated in games, or very close to it.
Yeah,
And-
and those offer kind of a similar thing where you might get a non-linear view of what happened in different locations.
Except they're usually very linear in the way that they're delivered, and they are not vague usually, unless they're purposely vague right before you meet an event, and they're kind of warning you about it.
eBlock asks if you have a Twitter, and it's @GoatPrince.
Yes. And what about your Twitter?
Oh, I'm @Absolar.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
There you go. We're both on the tweet.
We're both on the tweet.
Yeah. Do you have any other thoughts on the so what for this?
I mean, you mentioning the audio logs makes me think about The Witness, which is also an ambiguous story. But the audio logs in that game are
I think they're
passages of like poetry or philosophical
Yeah.
or historical documents.
they're detached from the actions that you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, The Witness has audio and video, and the video stuff is also significant for the themes of the game, but not
The game itself is
for
very
the story
detached.
of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
This game is entirely audio, well, AV logs.
Yeah. It's
And
an FMV game.
It's an FMV game. And normally in games you'd get only audio logs while you're doing gameplay stuff. I think it is a very good twist on it. You don't see it very often.
Yeah.
I also like the scope.
Yeah.
Nice bite
Are you
size.
familiar with Tacoma?
I've seen it on Steam. It's, I think, on my wish list, but I never got around to buying it because I already have a backlog on there.
So it's also pretty limited because you are coming into a space station to research what happened to the crew, potentially, and you have holographic images of the crew or recreations
Yeah.
that move along in real time, and you can follow them to different locations and listen to their conversations and try to figure out what happened.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. I should check that out then. Any other threads you can pin to other games from this?
From her story?
Yeah.
Um,
Good actress, by the way. I thought this was a good actress.
yeah. I don't know. I have nothing left, so
Yeah.
I'll see you again in a couple weeks, because next week I am not around. And I don't know if Cam is available coming in. I don't know. I can't make any promises.
Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.